So do you also want to automate the customer feedback collection via WhatsApp? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Chatflow, and in this video we are going to understand how to use WhatsApp chatbot to automate customer feedback collection for services. So like you, I also used to manually collect the feedback of all of my customers, but this is such a time consuming and a tedious task. So to solve this problem, I've simply created a Pabbly Chatflow WhatsApp chatbot, and now whenever my customer sends me any message, automatic reply is being sent towards my customer. We can automatically collect the customer feedback using this WhatsApp chatbot. Not only this, I want to add the feedback collected into Google Sheets so that my team can review it. So for that, we're going to use Pabbly Connect in order to add all the feedback into Google Sheets. And do you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business? Then for that, you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen, everyone. So as you know, in this video we're going to learn how to create a WhatsApp chatbot to automate customer feedback collection. Alright, as you can see that I have already created this WhatsApp chatbot, and before we move on further, I'll just show you the proper working of this WhatsApp chatbot. For that, I'm just going to open my WhatsApp, and let's say I'm just going to message it this, which is review. So I'm just going to type review right over here, and I'm just going to send them this review. And once I'm just going to send them this keyword, automatically the chatbot has started. It is saying me to share my full name. Alright, so I'm just going to simply share my full name, which is new user. So I'm just going to simply enter my name right over here, which is new user, and I'm just going to send them this name. And once I'm just going to send them this name, it is saying how would you like to rate the overall experience. I'm just going to keep it as good, so I'm just going to simply type good right over here, and then I'm just going to simply send them this good. And once I'm just going to send them this, it is asking me for the comments. All right, so I'm simply going to enter the comments right over here, which is everything was good. And now I'm just going to send them this, and once I'm just going to send them this, it is saying thanks a lot, we really value your feedback and we'll use it to keep improving. Have a great day. Alright, so yes, you can see within seconds and in real time we have successfully collected the customer feedback. Also, I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and over here we're just going to add this customer feedback right over here in my Google Sheets. So I'm just going to refresh it. And now you can see that I've simply entered the details right over here. Yes, this all happened on backend and in real time. And now whenever we're going to receive a new feedback from WhatsApp, automatically the details will be added right over here in my spreadsheet too. And how we're going to do that? For that, I'm just going to open a new tab, and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow simply by searching pabbly.com/chatflow in my browser. So I'm just going to look for Pabbly Chatflow right over here and open the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow. And over here you're going to see that this is the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow. But before we move on further and create this WhatsApp chatbot, I'll just show you something really interesting and helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflows and solutions. So if you are stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance because we have experts right over here. And if you also want to join this amazing Pabbly community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, now I'm just going to go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect and create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot. For that, over here I'm just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we're going to use Pabbly Chatflow to automate the marketing, sales and customer support over WhatsApp. So I'm just going to simply go towards this access now right over here to access the dashboard of Pabbly Chatflow. And once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Chatflow account. And over here, in order to create a WhatsApp chatbot, we first have to add a WhatsApp number inside our Pabbly Chatflow account. So to add a WhatsApp number, you can simply go towards this add WhatsApp number button. And over here, you're going to see two options, WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So you can use any one from this right over here. A video tutorial dedicated towards both of these methods have been attached in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. And from there, you're going to learn how to add the WhatsApp number. As you can see that I have already added my WhatsApp number all right. So I'm just going to move in further and create this WhatsApp chatbot. For that, I'm just going to go towards this left hand of the site, and as you can see on the left hand of the site, we have a bar. Over here are all the features of Pabbly Chatflow, and if you want to learn about any of this feature in detail, our tutorial dedicated towards each of this feature has been attached in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. I'm just going to use this flow section in order to create a WhatsApp chatbot. So I'm just going to go towards this flow builder, and now in order to create a new flow, I'm just going to go towards this add flow right over here. And once I'm just going to click on this add flow over here, I'm just going to name my flow. So I'm just going to go towards this edit flow name and name my flow as WhatsApp chatbot to automate customer feedback collection. And now it is asking me to select the trigger event. So over here we have multiple trigger events. You have to select the trigger event according to your own choice. I'm just going to simply select it as keyword / regex match. So this trigger event triggers the flow when the user messages match any defined keywords or the regex pattern. So over here I'm just going to start this flow with the help of keywords. So I'm just going to simply enter my keyword right over here, which is review feedback. So I'm just going to simply type the keyword and then press enter. So it is really important to type the keyword and press enter, otherwise your keyword will not be added. So as you can see, you also have to do the same. So as you can see, that I've took 3 keywords: feedback, review and experience. So I'm just going to use the same right over here to feedback, review and experience. And after adding these keywords, I'm just going to move on further. Now what I want is that whenever my user messages me any one of this keyword, I want to send them a message something like this to ask them for their full name. And how are we going to do that? For that, I'm just going to simply go towards this actions right from here, and as you can see, this ask question. So I'm simply going to drag and drop this ask question, and I'm just going to simply connect it with this trigger, and now I'm just going to simply enter the message to ask them for their full name. And as you can see, I've simply entered the message. Now it is asking me to select the contact custom field. So over here you must be wondering, what is this contact custom field? So what you have to do is you have to go towards this left hand of the site, go towards this settings and then contact custom fields. And from here you're going to create a new contact custom field. And if you want to learn about this contact custom fields in detail, how to create it, what does this mean, then for that we have attached a video in the description box below. You can check it out. I've already created multiple contact custom fields. I'm just going to select one from this only, which is full name. And now it is asking me to select the format. So the full name is always in text format, so I'm just going to simply keep it as text. Now it is asking me for the number of attempts, so I'm just going to keep it as 1. It is asking me for the validation message. So if you wish, you can definitely enter a validation message right over here. What is going to happen is that, let's say you selected the format as text and your user is replying in some another format, be it the number or something else, then automatically your flow will stop right over here and not move on further. So you can simply send a validation message towards your user that please reply in the text format, or this is an error or something like this. And if you enter the validation message, you have to increase the number of attempts too. Now after asking them for their full name, I'm just going to move on further. Once they are going to share me the full name, I'm just going to ask them for their overall experience. For that, I'm just going to send them a message something like this. All right, so I'm just going to simply enter this message. For that, I'm just going to simply drag and drop this ask question, connect it, and now I'm just going to simply enter the message right over here. Now I'm just going to simply select the contact custom field as rating right over here. And after selecting the contact custom field, I'm just going to simply select the format as text and move on further. Now after asking them for their rating, I'm just going to ask them for their additional feedback. For that, I'm just going to send them a message something like this. All right, so once again, I'm just going to drag and drop this ask question, connect it right over here, enter the message, and now for the contact custom field, I'm just going to simply select it as feedback comments, and for the format, I'm just going to select it as text and move on further. Now after doing this, what I want is I want to add a tag to this contact. All right, so to add this tag, I'm just going to go towards this action and then add tag. So I'm just going to simply drag and drop this add tag and connect it with the last question. And now I'm just going to simply select the tag right over here, which is feedback collected. So I want to tag all the contacts who have submitted their feedback right over here, so that's the reason I've added this tag. All right, if you want to add a new tag, you can go towards this create tag, and also you can name the tag and add the new tag, and then you can simply select that same tag right over here and tag your contacts. And yes, after adding this tag, I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to add these details right over here in my spreadsheet. And to add these details in my spreadsheet, we simply have to create a connection between WhatsApp chatbot and this spreadsheet, and we're just going to create this connection using Pabbly Connect. All right, so I'm just going to first drag and drop this API request right from here, connect it with this tags, and now I'm just going to go towards this webhook URL. And now I'm just going to select the request as post first right over here, and then I'm just going to enter this webhook URL. For that, I'm just going to open my Pabbly Connect. And this is the workflow of Pabbly Connect. What we have to do is we simply have to go towards this add trigger and select the trigger application as Chatflow right over here. So you simply have to search for Chatflow and select it. And for the event, you have to select new message received and click on this connect. And now we're going to see that we have successfully received this webhook URL. And if you want to learn how I came over here towards this workflow, what is trigger and everything, we have multiple videos for the same on our YouTube channel. You can check it out. Today, this video is only going to focus on how to create a WhatsApp chatbot and add this feedback responses right over here in my spreadsheet. So I'm just going to keep it direct. And now over here we have received this webhook URL. So I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL. Then I'm just going to paste it right over here in Pabbly Chatflow. And now over here it is asking me for the key. So over here going to see that I want name, rating and feedback comments. So one by one I'm just going to simply enter this key right over here. First I'm just going to keep it as name. I'm just going to simply select the contact custom field as full name. I'm just going to add another field. I'm just going to keep it as rating. I'm just going to copy and paste it right over here, rating. And then I'm just going to simply add more field and simply enter this feedback comments too. And after doing this, I'm just going to simply select the contact custom field for both, which is rating and feedback comments. And after doing this, I'm simply going to go towards this test. And once I'm just going to click on this test, it is saying API request successful. And as you can see over here, Pabbly is going to capture the test response. And as you can see that Pabbly has successfully captured the test response. Once again, I'm just going to mention that this is a test response. All right, now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to click on this button which says save. And once I'm just going to click on this save, with this, we have successfully added the webhook URL right over here in the WhatsApp chatbot. And now whenever my user is going to submit all of these three details, automatically these details will be sent towards my webhook URL, which is towards my workflow. And now I'm just going to simply add these details in Google Sheets. For that, I'm just going to simply go towards this add new action step right over here. And I'm just going to simply select the action application as Google Sheets. So I'm just going to simply select it. Now for the event, I'm just going to select it as add new row and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, you have to go towards this add a new connection and then sign in with Google. I've already created a connection, so I'm just going to go towards this select existing connection and then save. Now I'm just going to simply select the spreadsheet right over here, which is customer feedback responses WhatsApp. And now one by one, I'm just going to map all of these three details. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So as you can see, I've simply mapped all of these details, and now I'm just going to simply click on this save and send test request. And we have received the positive response that we have successfully added these details in our Google Sheets. And as you can see, the details have been added. So these were the test details. I'm just going to simply delete this, but we have successfully created this workflow and added these details. This means that now whenever we're going to receive a new customer feedback via WhatsApp, automatically those feedback details will be added right over here in my spreadsheet. All right, I'm just going to complete this WhatsApp chatbot first. I'm just going to simply send a thank you message at last. All right, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply go towards this. I'm just going to drag and drop this, click on this text button right over here, and I'm just going to simply enter the thank you message. And now with this, we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot. So I'm just going to simply save this flow right from here. So I'm just going to click on this save, and as you can see that we have successfully saved this flow. And now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my WhatsApp and I'm just going to check this flow once again. So I'm just going to simply clear this previous chat by going towards this three dots and then clear chat. And once again, I'm just going to simply send them a keyword, which is review. So I'm just going to type review and send them this review. And once I'm just going to send them this review, it is asking me for the name. So I'm simply going to enter the name right over here, which is test lead. So let's say I'm just going to simply enter test user right over here, and I'm just going to send them this test user. And now it is asking me for the experience. So I'm just going to simply keep it as poor right over here. And I'm just going to simply send them this poor. And once I'm just going to send them this, it is asking me for the comment. All right, so I'm just going to simply enter the comment as not a good service. So I'm just going to simply enter not a good service. And now I'm just going to simply send them this. And once I'm just going to send them this, it is saying thanks a lot. We really value your feedback. Alright, and after doing this, I'm just going to simply open my spreadsheet, and we're going to see that automatically the details have been added, the name, the rating, and the feedback and comments. And with this, we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot. Now, whenever my user is going to message me any of these keywords, automatically, first we're just going to collect this user feedback. Then we're just going to tag that user as feedback collected, and then automatically I'm I'm just going to send these details towards my spreadsheet, and then I'm just going to send a thank you message towards my user. All of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again towards our chatbot. Once we create this, we can sit back and relax. So yes, now go to try this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect and Pabbly Chatflow both. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only this, but with the help of Pabbly Chatflow, you can create multiple chatbots which are tailored to your specific business needs. So now if you have any questions, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Chatflow.